Argentina. Entry. Beginner professional entry. Professional. Group A, Algeria, Australia, Jordan. Okay. First match. এখানে খেলতে প্রবলেম হয় কেন আমার? হোম অ্যাওয়ে তা না, হচ্ছে যে নেটওয়ার্ক ইস্যু করে, মাঝে মাঝে একটু ব্রিফিং করে, এই জন্য খেলতে মন চায় না। আর্জেন্টিনা, আলজেরিয়া। Starting 11 kake rakhi.
Well, hello and welcome to you all on this opening day. Two teams, each seeking the perfect pick-me-up start at the expense of each other. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And we're underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. That's a good ball out wide. Good ball, good take. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, there's a player below Peter who loves the high intensity, and it's Lautaro Martinez. His very direct style, as well as the ability to change rhythm, I think he would go down well in a lot of other teams. But the way he likes to press in the final third, it's something that's often overlooked, something that contributes to that directness. He puts a big shift in.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Gets a good foot in there. Simeone! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And he's gone looking for safety. So Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
He is through here. Looking for the run. He's found a way through. Oh, it's come loose. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Paredes. So a third of the match, or thereabouts, gone, and we still await the first goal. Lo Celso. And it's Paredes. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Romero. And Simeone. Looking for options for movement. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's got away. This looks promising. Shoots! There it is! And it's Algeria who take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
After 25 minutes is number 10.
Algeria have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
It's a pretty loose pass. Oh no, he's got that wrong.
Argentina really can't go chasing this game too.
Can he finish? That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
And he's managed to get rid. Half an hour played now. Paz. Lo Celso.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Paz. A probing pass. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That is ended up in no man's land. Great vision. He's in a great position here. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
That's destined for the flank. Simeone threads one in. No, he's just misjudged that one. And that has been knocked clear.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Simeone. Not the most accurate pass. And he's forced to go back. In with the challenge. Simeone. Ambitious ball here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Great ball, and Messi! Oh, that's close, and that will be the last of it. It's half-time. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it. Argentina unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Okay, come back.
Everyone, please welcome our players to the field. Substitutions taking place.
That gets us going once more.
Argentina really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Paz. Argentina come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Aimed beyond the defence. Aimed forwards. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Messi. And he's managed to get free. Paz. That has been slung wide. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He shifted it to the flank.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Paredes. Lo Celso. Alvarez. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be
The
one
attendance
down,
for this
but they're
match
not
was
shying away.
81,007.
Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here. No, that's been intercepted. Argentina are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Foot in. Now, can they get him away? Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Substitution for Algeria, number 8. Coming on to replace him is
Paz
number 19.
knocks it into space. Simeone. Now Romero.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Spread it left. Well, that's well spotted. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Alvarez. Spread to the right. Messi picks it up out wide. And that is out of play. So we have further activity on the bench here. He got amongst the goals here, and now he takes his leave.
It's good to see that, Peter. He put in a very good day's work, and you can't do a lot more. It's a well-deserved rest.
Simeone.
Argentina really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that's fabulous. Romero did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Messi, he has found the way through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. The final 5 minutes. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Cleared without hesitation.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And here's Messi. That's a shade optimistic.
There will be 1 minute at a time.
Tries to get it clear.
All the big boys are set for this. It's like land of the giants in there.
Tagliafico. And this is Messi. Big chance! And there goes their last chance. So in the end, 1 goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
I think it's one of these games where both have plenty to think about.
Okay, no, never give up, never give up. Next match. Never give up. গ্রুপ পর্যায়ের খেলা তো পেইন নাই গ্রুপ দেখি একবার ওকে 3টা খেলা হবে 3টার মধ্যে জিততে হবে কয়টা চেঞ্জ করতে হবে ম্যাক হোক লাগবে ম্যাক হোক এটা অ্যাটাকিং লাগবে ম্যাক সিমনের জায়গায় কাকে দিই সিমনের জায়গায় সিমনের জায়গায় no. Wait, সিমনের জায়গায় কাকে দেওয়া যায় আলভারেজ স্ট্রাইকার ওকে এটা নিয়েই খেলি দেখি আলভারেজ পরে Simeone. এবার হোম জার্সি পড়ছে না এবার অবশ্যই ম্যাচ জিতবে আপনারা যারা দেখতেছেন লাইক করেন কমেন্ট করবেন
Well, this competition has already provided us with so much drama, and there are so many teams still vying for supremacy, and no doubt there will be more. Perhaps after today's game, who knows? Certainly the demands from supporters are huge, both in terms of those in the stand and those of you who sit at home and join us from afar. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Lisandro Martinez does well to get it back. Goes looking wide. Now it's Dybala. That is lovely. He'll try from distance.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Fernandes makes the starting 11. Talk to me, Jim. What can we expect from him?
Well, this is a player...
And Martinez! Argentina are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Now it's Martinez. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. And it's McAllister. Molina. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
অল্প একটু ও অনেক 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 অল্প একটু না, অনেক।
So it is still 0-0. Sabitzer takes the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! The first significant strike.
Gol de Argentina.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, entry via the post is at the widest possible point, which means a keeper is well and truly beaten.
Holy moly!
Argentina have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Argentina very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Lima. Messi gets a foot in here. Great pressure, plenty of it. Schmidt. And this is Arnautovic. Schmidt! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And it's Molina. Great vision. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that is expertly dealt with. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Not the most convincing of passes. Schlager. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Looking for options for movement. Lima wants to run onto this. And he can clear it away. Spread out to the left. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Schlager. More and more pressure on the ball here. And that's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Lima. He has found a way through. Nice physical challenge. It's not an especially good pass, that. Lisandro Martinez did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither pass. Decent chance! And that's a sharp finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Argentina are doing very nicely, thank you.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
And he's managed to get free. That is a brilliant interception. Now it's Martinez. Molina. Dybala. And that has been cleared. That'll be a throw-in. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Schmidt. Arnautovic. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Sabitzer. He's in plenty of space here. Tagliafico.
Se agregará un minuto
Molina.
al tiempo reglamentario.
And it's Molina. For Messi. That's the end of the first 45. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Argentina are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far.
El auto está a punto de ser remolcado. Preséntese, por favor. Aquí están los jugadores.
Down to business again. Sabitzer. Now it's Messi. Now, can they get him away? And he welcomes it in. And the shot's on him. There's the shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Argentina find a position of real strength now. Lima. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, played through for the wide man. Molina cuts out the pass. Lima, incoming delivery.
That's good defensive concentration.
It's going to be another throw. Gets a good foot in there. Messi. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Martinez. And he's in on goal. And the shot! It's in! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
Gol de Argentina, convertido en el minuto 54. Número 21.
Argentina are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Lienhardt. Baumgartner. Messi being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
Lienhardt. Posch. Ball played for Baumgartner. Now it's Dybala. Pass somewhat off target. Schmidt. Passing is crisp and sharp. Bobs him off it and wins back the ball. Paredes. And it's McAllister. Now it's Dybala. He can run onto that. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Sabitzer. It's Schlager. Baumgartner. Good running, strong and purposeful. And here's Arnautovic. Paredes. Now it's Dybala. This looks promising.
Pretty robust defending.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Martinez. Can he get it through? And he's worked it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Lima. And it's Lima. And Arnautovic. Sabitzer. Martinez is onto this. Lienhardt. For Schmidt. Sabitzer. Posch. Ball played for Baumgartner. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Now it's Martinez. Fernandez.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, I think his job here, Peter, is going to be to reinvigorate that attack. Just change the rhythm up front.
Martinez. Tagliafico. And it's Dybala. Now it's McAllister. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Sabitzer. That's Schopf. Now it's Gregoric. Looking for the run. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's put his foot right through that one.
He'll be annoyed with himself after that. Nothing wrong with his anticipation or his positioning.
McAllister. Now it's Dybala. And he's gone searching crossfield. 5 minutes left on the clock. Paredes, looking understandably energised after his goal. Romero. Tagliafico. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh, he's found support out wide. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's got away. In again. Molina attempts a clearance. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Fernandez. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This stop was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Martinez picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Argentina definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up.
Home away, Jordan, AI. এরকম একটু মুক্ত বিষয় বলতে পারি।
Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. Messi picks it up out wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Played out to the left flank. Turns back here, probably the best option. Looking to play him in.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Shot a goal! Yeah, he's fouled him there. He shifted it to the flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Tries to pass it through. Deftly away. Tries to play it through. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's played it in low. That's going to go a long way. Out for a throw. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi has the space to... tries a shot! Caught offside that time. And he's had it nicked away. Argentina yet to have an attempt on goal. Goes looking wide. Dybala will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Molina. Now, can they get him away? And Messi! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Is number 10, Lionel Messi.
Argentina have their opener. It is a goal of real significance. Now it's Dybala.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
He's found space here. It's a promising position. Now it's Fernandez! And that's a sharp finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Dybala receives it in a wide position. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Fernandes. Messi. Oh, that's fabulous. Shoots! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And that really is so impressive.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Argentina find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Messi cleared away. Argentina with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Molina, shot, surely! Defending of the desperate variety. Tagliafico, that's destined for the flank. And here's Dybala. Tagliafico, dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Paredes. But chance! And he's stuck it away! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? He's having a shot! And he hits the net. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Argentina, after 43 minutes, is number 9, Lautaro Martinez.
This is a gloriously greedy performance. They get a throw in. In with the challenge. Now it's Dybala.
Added time.
Oh, that's a key interception. Martinez. And it's made its way to him. Fernandes! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And it's been taken short. He is through here. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Argentina have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position.
Everyone, please welcome our players. Substitutions taking place.
And here is the first touch of the second half. And it's Fernandez. Paredes. To McAllister. Now it's Simeone. He's found a way through. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Well, there's the clearance. Spread to the right. It's a really well-measured ball. That's a shade optimistic. The ball has bounced loose now. They've got to throw in. And he thumps it clear. Molina. And here's Messi. And the finish! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Opts for safety. Paredes. And it's Molina. Now it's Messi.
Attendance for this match was 80,314.
Threads one in. And he welcomes it in. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's in plenty of space here. Great chance! And there's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
After 64 minutes is
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Jordan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, Peter, I don't think there's anything tactical or injury-related here. I think it's just all about the push for a goal now.
Number 25.
Well, that has not gone well. Argentina perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now that's well seen too. Nicely spread. Now it's Messi. Chance here to counter. Messi. Lovely feet. He's having a hit! Oh, he's done it!
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Number 10, Lionel Messi.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Fernandes. Martinez, being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Romero. McAllister. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Paredes. And now they can clear their lines. He's picked his way through. McAllister. Molina. Messi is having the time of his life here. Now Romero. Martinez. And it's Molina. And Molina. Fernandes. McAllister. Martinez receives it in a good position here.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Foot in. Simeone. No, that's been intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's definitely onside. Tries to cross. Jordan have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Number 9.
Molina makes a move down the right. Spread neatly. Paredes. And it's Fernandes. And here's Messi.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
McAllister gets a foot in here. Distributed tidily. And the number on the board is 3. Pass somewhat off target. Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Argentina have done it. The perfect outcome in this most pressured of games. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Argentina really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
5টা ম্যাচ সৌদি আরব 32 সৌদি আরব ওভারভিউ আর্জেন্টিনা সৌদি আরব 23 প্লেয়ার আর্জেন্টিনা
A moment to savour for all of us. Lined up on the start line, their eyes fixed on the prize. It is the ultimate calm before the inevitable storm. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So things are underway. This then the greatest show on the grandest stage. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Now it's Dybala. Oh, such a clever touch. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no. And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here.
Well, you can blame some suspect defensive positioning for that set of circumstances, and they were just left with little choice.
And that should get the job done. Ball is over the line. Looking to play him in. That has ended up in no man's land. Fernandes is making a start here. I wonder what sort of a role is he expected to play, Jim?
Well, this is a player who's equally adept at playing a killer pass or going for goal himself, Peter. He's going to give them another dimension up front, basically, and more options are always a good thing.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And it's been taken short. Deftly away. Argentina have the chance to go the other way. Molina. And he skips past his man. Terrific effort! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's gone out for a throw-in. That's a good foray he's making. Threads one in. Now this could be a chance. Martinez! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. And a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Pass somewhat off target. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game now to turn it into...
And Martinez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Messi plays it short. And he's there to clear it. That's put paid to the danger. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Played down the flank. And he's quick to return it. Chance! Goal! Argentina! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. Can he get it through? And this is Dybala. Dybala! It's a loose ball. Can he stop it going out? And again! And the keeper's relieved to see that disappear wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Molina. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Fernandez. McAllister. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Dybala. Oh, that's nice. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. They've played it short. Paredes with a fine
Se van a
tackle.
jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
And that is a little undercooked. Looking for the run. Paredes. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Some first-half thoughts?
Argentina probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Argentina just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Argentina currently ahead by the smallest of margins. Molina. And Fernandez. Now it's Martinez. Spread out to the left.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Saudi Arabia couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Over to the right flank. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Chance for a shot! So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Goes for a shot! So, their fourth corner of the game. Messi with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Martinez looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
McAllister. He's going for goal! Off the post! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Dybala. Oh, perfectly measured that. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Dybala. And it's hoisted clear. And it's Molina. Back towards the middle. And Messi!
Will simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Nicely spread. And he's managed to get free. And that pass just didn't quite work.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench and he needs to act quickly.
Paredes. Dybala. Tagliafico. Now, can they get him away? Oh, played through for the wide man. He has found the way through. And it's been hooked away.
Cambio.
Saudi Arabia choosing to make the first change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. Saudi Arabia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Shot a goal! Pinches it off him. McAllister. And here's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Spread to the right. And that has put paid to that. Argentina still ahead by the game's only goal. Knocks it into space. And he's quick to get rid. That's the keeper's ball.
Saudi Arabia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
That has not gone well.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Now it's Messi. Dybala.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Distributed tidily. Plays a sharp little ball here. It's played through for him. This looks promising. He's been taken out. Could that be a penalty? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, what possessed him to do that, Peter, I have no idea. It's not in keeping with the quality of the performance.
Well, now here's a... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Argentina really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
Well, it is only day one, but already there is a palpable sense of obligation right from the start. These teams know they cannot falter. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
Aquí están los futbolistas.
So that's got things underway. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Molina. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, it's
Dybala! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Paulo Dybala really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
And it's Arda Güler. Now it's Aktokolu. Molina does well to get it back. Messi threads one in. He can run onto that. Now there's a fine ball. Dybala! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Fernandes. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. El Mali. Ball played for Kukçu. Tries to pass it through. And no, that was never going to make it. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Well, they've made all the inroads and their confidence is taking on a growth spurt.
McAllister. Messi receives it in a wide position. El Mali did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Aktokolu. Oh, they could be caught out here. Now it's Yildiz. Well read, nice interception. Kukçu. Romero kept his eye on it, and he's there. That has been slung wide. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Wow, look who's involved.
And it's Fernandes. Argentina have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Oh, shooting chance! Crossbar comes to the rescue. Kukçu deals with that comfortably. Turkey do have a chance to counter here. Çelik. Takfeci. And that could set him on his way. And Martinez! Goal! Argentina! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Número 9.
Argentina penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tagliafico. Argentina already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And it's Fernandes. And it's Messi.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
He leaps for it! No, just not quite. That is ended up in no man's land. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Güler. Now it's Kavetsi. Ball's gone out of play. Martinez. Fernandez. And here's Messi. That's a decent clearance.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that should get the job done. And we have our very first corner. Carvecchi getting this one clear. That's gone for a throw-in. Aktokolu. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, that pass isn't the best. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Carvecchi. McAllister. Pass somewhat off target. Martinez. Molina. That has not gone well.
Un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And that pass just didn't quite work. Celik. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far,
Aquí
so good.
están los
The
jugadores.
boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Argentina are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Argentina leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And he thumps it clear. And here's Dybala. Messi, he's rising! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
That's great reading of the game, and it led to a decent chance. Cracking aggression.
Molina. And it's McAllister. Dybala. Aimed beyond the defence. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Demiral and Gula. Now it's Aktokolu. Now he's got space here. Kukcu looking for options for movement. O'Malley is in a really good position out wide. Lisandro Martinez gets it clear. O'Malley wins the duel this time. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. Fernandez being hounded, manhandled at times.
Look, if they want to shut down the threat, he's a very good place to start.
Turkey can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Oh, good-looking ball. And it's Messi. And that was nowhere near his best. Demiral. Turkey are looking to break at pace. Çalhanoğlu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Kukcu. He's having a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Some resolute defending there. Dybala. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Lautaro Martinez! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Se está realizando un cambio.
Argentina have their second corner now. And it's been taken short. And that's gone route one. And now they can spring out of defence. Look at the space here. And Martinez! Outstanding by Martinez! About as smooth as it gets. 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Gol de Argentina.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Yeah, it tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
Argentina are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Into the last quarter of an hour. Played into space. Messi. Corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi plays it short. It's a really well-measured ball. Caught offside that time.
Argentina couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Knocks it into space. Looks like he's been given offside again here. Yes, he has. Turkey have opted to make another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case. And again, they're pressing effectively.
Oh, that's well spotted. Dybala gets into a good position. Great ball, and he's in here. Tries a shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That was a given. It always was.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Argentina find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly.
Real chance! And there's a goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So could they be onto something here? Romero, keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. He won't be happy with that one. Shot could be on.
Se agregarán 5 minutos al tiempo
Spread to the
reglamentario.
right. 5 minutes to add. Martinez with the foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. McAllister, Dybala, Akun, he has found the way through, and he shoots! They want to be quick to recover this, and that was struck with genuine force. Cleared without hesitation. And that is that. They needed to win, and they have won. It is a triumph. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Argentina really deserve a lot of credit for what I'm sure would be a real confidence-boosting win. Such a huge game being played. There were so many factors that would have got the doubters going, but I guess they'll all go a little quiet now.
নেক্সট ম্যাচটা এটা কি স্পেন না না এটা কি জানি কোয়ালিফায়ার ম্যাচ কোয়ালিফায়ার সুইজারল্যান্ড 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 এখন খেলবো না পরে সুইজারল্যান্ড পরে ঘুম পাইতেছে শ্বাস নেওয়া যায় শ্বাস নেওয়া যায় সিমিওনে রাইট যাও পরে দেখতেছি আপাতত লাইভটা শেষ করি আজকের লাইভ এই পর্যন্ত